Christ alone, who took on flesh, fullness of God in helpless babe. This gift of love and righteousness, scorned by the ones he came to save, till on that cross, as Jesus died, the wrath of God was satisfied. For every sin on him was laid. Here in the death of Christ I live. There in the ground his body lay. Lord, I come, I confess, bowing here, I find my rest. Without you, I fall apart. You're the one that guides my heart. Lord, I need you. Oh, I need you. Every hour my one defense.
Hi guys. Don't be alarmed. We're still moving streaming to Saturday. I did want to really test the waters and see how I feel about 2 days streaming. So there will still be a stream tomorrow. Thank you for the follow. So yes, don't be alarmed. This is again me just saying we're testing. I mean, the stream in itself isn't a test, but we are testing a newer schedule. I'm going to see how I can handle it. If I feel good enough, we'll continue it. This is one of the things I've been wanting to do, but I've never really felt like I could handle. So this is now giving me the time to really see, can I handle it? Cool? Cool. So, bye. How are you? Um, Ignore the mess behind me. It's been a kind of a long day. I was up at 5 this morning. So, just take a breath. Good worship music to start with. I love that we're starting with worship music anymore. Kind of gives that nice feel to it. And I was jamming out to some elevation worship beforehand too. So I'm pumped. I'm ready. I feel good. Hope you do too. Happy Friday. Hope you've had a wonderful week. I have. A lot different of an attitude coming into this week than I was last week. I know. I'm going to talk about that a little bit too. Again, not going into too much detail because it's my life and you don't have to know every part of it. But I also do want to talk about kind of some of the things that happened last week, some of the things that are upcoming, some of the things that we're looking into doing. Sorry. And kind of everything in between. So, because this week was a week of positivity, of change, of confidence, of courage, and I am just overall. Sorry, I'm going to move this out in front of me so I'm not eating it completely. There we go. You guys, sorry. Yeah. So it has actually been a really good week. Also, if you're watching this on Facebook, note, I know it says Deltarune. I tried to change it. I don't know why it says Deltarune, to be honest with you. Facebook wasn't letting me into the creator studio good enough to change it. So, hooray. Oh, actually, could I do it from here? Ooh, give me a second. Aha, I can do it from here. I guess I'm going to have to go back to using my advanced settings on whatever I was talking about. I forgot. All right, now let's make some updates because YouTube pulled through with the same issue. Okay, we're back. So yes, it's been a good week. And like I said, I do want to talk about it. I will say too. I got a piece of fur in my mouth. We are finishing Sunshine tonight. I know I said I was going to record getting to Bowser and then just stream Bowser. It hasn't happened. Doing things outside of work for work has been more of a struggle than I realized. So I do have one recording I did. I think it's like 20 minutes worth. That I think I got like 3 shines out of it. Let me see if I can find it. That I can kind of cut around if we need to. But but I'm not probably going to, because I had a whole different kind of analogy to this as I watch myself recording this about I was going to record it in full and then do a voiceover. And like I said, this one 17 or about 20 minutes worth, I'd say. But like I said, I think I only ended up doing like 3 of them, or only getting like 3 of the shines. So that's why I'm also like, eh. And it's just, it added a whole lot of work and I didn't feel like doing it. So, but I figured, you know what? We're here. I'm in a good mood. Maybe a shorter stream today. I don't know. Maybe a longer one. Who knows? But we are going to get into it. So before we dive into things, and sorry I was a little late getting to this part. Like I said, I was trying to figure out why my streams weren't saying what they were supposed to. Share the stream out, friends and family, helps us get noticed. We actually just hit 130 followers on Facebook, so thank you. And I'm working on some new stuff in the background, so I can't wait to kind of show you guys some of it. Actually, one of the things I've been proud of that has come up, and we'll watch it at the end of the stream, is the new season of Minecraft Meditations. Episode 1 came out Wednesday, and I recorded it in a whole different format that I think I am extremely proud of. So it pulls real life me and Minecraft me together, kind of battle multiverses type thing, and gets a quick message out, but it's a really good one. I was telling some of our church staff too, I said, out of all the prep work it took me to record, so we'll say the first one, or to upload the first one, probably 30 minutes-ish to record, as far as like setup and actual recording. Almost an hour to edit. Forever to download, it felt. Probably another hour. Or to export. And then by the time I got uploading for Facebook, for Instagram, and YouTube done, we're probably looking at another 45 minutes to an hour for a 5-minute video. So a lot of labor intensiveness, but it's all worth it, and I'm very happy with the outcome. So, without further ado, I think it's time we get into Sunshine. So, and no, I didn't have this set up beforehand. I actually wasn't, truthfully, I wasn't intending to stream today. Because, like I said, we were moving to Saturdays. But something about me was just like, you know what, we're doing it. So, let's just go. Let's just get to the going. Sunshine. In definitely after this game or after this series, we will be doing Link's Awakening. That is next on my list. So I got 2 shines in 20 minutes. So not my best work, but hey, look how bright the island is. I'm pretty proud of that. So let's see. Where do I have left to go? Noki Bay and Pianta Village. Noki Bay. What is it right now? Noki Bay is the parkour course, and Pianta Village is the dumb lava one that I can't. But if I get Noki Bay done first, it's that. No, where am I going? If I get Noki Bay done first, it's the parkour one, plus Bowser Jr. So. There's a blue coin over there this whole time? And nobody bothered to tell me. Oh, so yes, talking points. So this is the one we're going up to that thing, way up there. So I've parkoured this a couple times, have an idea where I'm going, so I'm just gonna kind of talk through this. Much better week this week. Last week I came very kind of hard and very depressing, and it really had felt like my depression got really bad. Not debilitating, thankfully, but very just numbing, I think, for lack of a better term. And I hate to, start the conversation out real, or kind of, I won't even call it dramatic, but that type of realism. Because, I'm not afraid to talk about mental health. And I was having a hard time dealing with it. There was things going on at work or at the church that I was having a hard time wrestling with. And trying to kind of get my own brain together to handle it appropriately, for one, but to handle it just even properly, for one, was just not the easiest to do, because I didn't know what I needed at the time. I didn't know where my needs were at the time, and my therapist pointed out that in conversation with some people that I was holding on to some grudges, and I thought, no, there's nothing I'm holding on to regarding that. I mean, that's ridiculous. I don't have a reason to. And then we talked, and then, like normal, you have to put your money where your mouth is. And I found out that as I'm working through, oh my gosh, jump. There we go. As I'm working through a disagreement, as I'm working through kind of a misunderstanding that was happening, and after an hour's conversation or so, getting understood, or both, I should say, both parties getting understood, I realized that I was still holding on to a lot of toxicity and venom about how it was still going, even though both sides, myself and the person I was talking with, had smoothed things out and were both on the same page. I was still holding on to something. And I sat there and realized, like, oh. Oh. I actually do have these grudges that I'm holding on to. And that's not helping anybody. This is the one I can't stand because I never know what I'm doing. Oh, I did it. Never mind then. So I challenged myself, I think it was Tuesday night, to sit and like, no, we need to go through this. And we need to, no, dang it! I challenged myself Tuesday night to be like, no, we're gonna sit and we're gonna wrestle with this. We're gonna process. We're not gonna make any life-altering changes because it doesn't have to happen immediately. I'm just gonna sit here. And we're gonna take it slow, and you know, if I get uncomfortable, then we'll stop, we'll pause. If I get tired, we'll stop and we'll pause, and we'll come back and reflect. And I was writing out all the grudges that I didn't realize I was actually holding, and I had a lot, like way a lot, like 14, I think it was, and I'm like, whoa. And I thought, I mean, I know things haven't been like perfect, but I was like, no, that can't be right. That's way too much. So I thought, okay, at the end of the first day, we'll come back to it, kind of reflect, and we'll see where we are. So Wednesday, I went back to it, and I looked at it, I was like, yeah, there was nothing else I could think of adding to it. There's nothing else there wasn't anything I looked at and was like, now we gotta take it off. It was definitely a case of, you know, we just... No, frick. It wasn't a case of like, you know, I'm second guessing and it's like, no, this is what I've listed. Nothing else is coming up. So I'm thinking more so like, okay, if nothing else is coming up, either I've got everything or there's stuff that just is not quite ready to be opened up yet, which is completely fine. So, and I, every night since Wednesday, and I'll be doing it tonight as well, I have been going through each thing I listed and asking myself two questions. Frick. And asking myself two questions. Why am I holding on to it? And how can I change? Because I looked at every situation so far, which I've gone through 8, and realized that, like, I'm not blameless in this. Yeah, some of the things I was holding on to suck. But at the same time, why am I holding on to them? I didn't jump. Like, why am I holding on to them? Why? Why are they still taking residency in my head? So after going through, like I said, 8 of them over the course of the last 2 days, I looked and was like, I have no reason to hold on to these. Like, these are things that I also have an issue in. And instead of actually addressing those issues, I stayed blameless and, shifted it to other people and therefore held a grudge against them because I didn't want to admit fault, which is a problem I have. Part of my perfectionism. And I looked at that and I'm like, whoa. And the first day that I looked at it, I realized that, like, I called myself out very aggressively. You know how you watch those TikToks and it's like, keep your voice down. That's how I was feeling talking to myself about myself. And it wasn't doing any good. Or it was doing good. And I learned that I have communication problems. I learned that I need to communicate how I feel, not just my own thoughts, but how I feel, my emotions. I learned that I need to ask questions if I'm confused. I'm not expected to get it and understand it the first time. I learned that people can't read my mind. Go figure, right? I learned that, what was it? I learned that, what was it? It's another thing. That, I can't assume people will help me if I don't ask them to help me. It's an unrealistic expectation that people are just willing to jump if I don't ask. I learned that, some of the things I complained about, I have control in. And I have to reframe and realign. I learned that, hey, there's some benefits in what I was holding on to. I learned that I can't live in the past. What was, and therefore, it's not doing me any good to live in a past. It's not doing me any good to live in a past mindset today. And I mean, and we're talking 15 months worth, 16 months worth. And it's like, what was. And I realized that the grudge I was holding on to was partly my own fault because I never communicated how I was feeling. And I looked at all that and I'm like, huh. Like, I'm not the one, I'm not blameless. Yes, what happened sucked and shouldn't have at the same time. I'm not saying that the situations were, not my fault and I was the victim. But I'm also saying at the same time that I can't say that I didn't have a role in it. And I realized my own shortcomings of it. And I realized that I have to just learn how to be better, in essence. Learn how to be better the next time through. And it's been freeing. Like, the first time I did this, it was a case of like, I'm uncomfortable and I'm upset, but I'm not. If that makes sense. Like, I'm completely comfortable that I've called myself out like this, and I'm completely comfortable that I've taken some responsibility to be like, yeah, you know what? I have parts in this that I need to work on myself. And this is also not me, and I had to write this out too so that way I remembered. I said, this is not me saying that the things I dealt with were my fault, because they weren't. As always, there's two sides of the story. But for me, this has been a way to clear my conscience. This has been a way to move past some of the struggles. And to be like, you know what? If I'm going to get better, I have to learn to let go. And I have to learn to take the next step. And taking the next step is just analyzing what my issues were, figure out why I'm holding on to them, and realizing what change can be made. And I looked at the list Wednesday as I'm going through this, and I'm like, you know, there's probably things that are irrational and things that I've just overthought. And there really wasn't. I was already putting my own emotions to the side and be like, I'm stupid. Why am I worrying about this right now? Why am I even worrying about this? This is nothing. It's like, no. If this has taken residency in your head for this long, then it's not. No. This has been a thing that I've held on to for a long time. And like I said, this has just been nothing short of freeing. It's allowed my mind to just be less chaotic. And I can't tell you how different my week has been since I've where'd he go? I can't tell you how my week has been changed. Since I started doing this. And I looked at it after the first day, the very first day, and was like, whoa, there's actually parts of me that are already recognizing that a change happened. I love how I hear the pencil, him drawing stuff, but I don't see it. See? I don't remember why I hated this one. Too big of an obstacle course to go through. Whew, finally. Sorry. So yeah, and it was weird too to even look back and like, whoa, there's changing. There's changes already happening. Because one of the things that I have a problem with is not communicating properly. And one of those things is like different projects that I want to do. So one of the things we're working on right now is a trunk or treat that'll happen closer to Halloween. And not having done one before, I kind of did I don't want to call it a procrastination route, but I did a very hesitancy put off route. Was I need to make sure I know what I'm doing, because I didn't trust myself to just dive headfirst into it and go. And I'm glad I did, kind of held back at the same time, because it did give me the ability to kind of look back and just, or look at different viewpoints and like, okay, we can do this. No, this isn't something we need to worry about for year one. And really kind of built a great foundational viewpoint of things. But typically, how I would be is very like, I need to figure everything out right now so that way when I take it, I've thought everything through and we're good to go. Instead of, and how I worded it to myself was, I need to get a rough draft of what I'm wanting with clear logic and clear rationale to be like, I want it and this is my why. And I swear, since I developed that, and I took the rough draft of Trunk or Treat and kind of went through 3 iterations, I think, right now. Just thinking of, kind of different, what if this, what if that, what if this, what if that type mantras. And, I looked at... That's fair. And I looked at it through the different, iterations that went through. And at the end of the day, I'm like, all right. There was more motivation than I had thought I would have going into this. And I'm like, okay. All right, I can handle it. And I looked at it. Granted, this idea, I think, came up either this past Monday or a week ago Thursday, this past Thursday, a week ago yesterday. 90% of the administrative side of the project is done. It's done. There's a couple people I have to talk to, and we just have to get a couple things set. But otherwise, all we're waiting for is people to volunteer, and I looked at that too. I was like, I'm done, and I feel confident about being done. Which is like, no, that's not how my brain operates. Because my brain is one of those that would be like, okay, what did we forget? But it wasn't this time. It was like, I have everything done. And I did it like on the spot immediately. Like I made sure before I worked on something else, I was like, okay, did I do everything I could think of? And I did. And it's not one of those that like, okay, I must be missing something. It's one of those like, I did everything I can think of. Nothing else has caught my attention. We're done. And I almost cried at that because I was like, this is a new mantra. This is not how my brain operates. And it's like, I almost looked at myself out from the outside perspective. I'm like, all right, who are you? And what have you done with Mark? Because this isn't him. And I just can't tell you how freeing it was to actually find something that has some peace with it. No, that's not what I was expecting you to do. I was really hoping it would jump me forward. Why would it jump back? If that's the direction I'm heading, then... Oh well. So yeah, that's kind of been the bigger, like, thing. And every day that I've worked on, those grudges I was holding on to, I felt, I felt free. You know, I felt like I'm finally breaking those chains that have been holding me in bondage for so long, and it's starting to be like that dramatic, but that's how I feel. It is what it is. And yeah, I just can't get over it. It's such an awesome process to walk through, and I just can't get over it. I mean, that's kind of the TLDR of it. And yeah, okay, this is coin. Leave me alone, I leave you alone. I'm getting so topsy-turvy. Whoa, that's fair. So, so yeah, it's just been good in that sense, and I've felt like a weight has kind of lifted this week. So, and I feel like I'm sleeping better a little bit. I'm finally getting into reading some more. The one thing I'm still struggling with is trying to develop like my writing habits, because that's I'm a blog writer, as I think y'all know. But I've kind of just lost the spark for it. I think a lot of it takes a lot of just brain power. Lately, I just, as stressed as I've been, just brain power seems to be one of those things that I don't have enough of to give to everything. Oh, come off it. Brain power just seems to be the thing that I don't have enough to spare to any other part of me. But I think I'm getting around to it. Not 100%, but it's getting there. And I'm trying to develop less like rigidity to it, less structure, and just like just write whenever. You know, whenever you get it done, that's fine. Because I think I'm also doing, because I have my blog, I have my podcast and all that too, and I also have just taken the wrong why to it. I developed those to, or I should say that they were currently developed to be like, hey, maybe this is a way I can do something else as a job, make money and all that. And I realize that now, this is going to kind of be me processing, so and I'm looking back at it now, it's like, you lost your why. You lost your why. Because I look at the blog, and I realize I wrote that initially. I started the blog 2 years ago initially for me to communicate different things, youth ministry, because I felt like I didn't have a lot of people to talk to about it. Because youth ministry, church work for people my age is one of those things that just is not common. So feeling like I could talk about it was kind of just not there, for lack of a better term. No. I didn't even realize I was walking in it. So where was I? So yeah, and when the pandemic hit, and kind of writing about youth ministry was more stressful than it wasn't for me because my world had changed. I was like, I want to shift, and I want to do some actual like Bible study writing stuff. So that's where that came from. And then it was like towards the end of 2020 with it when I wrote the series. What was the name of it? What was the name of it? Why can't I think of it? I'm sorry, I have to look it up because it's going to drive me insane. You would think I would know what my series are. What makes a believer? I looked at that and I'm like, this wasn't the best, because my writing style was going to be like, take scripture, apply to life. And I got closer to that one, and it's like, I wasn't happy with how I wrote that series. So me and my all or nothing brain was like, well, what if I did it more Bible study-ish? Like, take stuff from the Bible and kind of just talk about the actual anatomy of the Bible rather than how can we take those stories and apply it to life. And I got to writing the series I'm on called The Parables Retold, where I'm looking at the parables from the parables that are written by Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and talk about what's the same, what's different, and what is it. Oh, my family just walked in from dinner. I'm thinking about what again, like what's it all mean. There is one over here that I... So maybe I do need to cross this off. Let's do it. No! I hit the wrong button. And even getting more, because I wrote Jacob's Family Tree, Who Am I, which was more so like understanding some of who we are as a believer, and Behind the Beatitudes. And I'm getting those, and like, these are taking a lot of work, because I gotta make sure I'm studying, understanding correctly, then trying to put together the format, the outline of it all, and it's like, this is just a lot of work. And I look at it now, it's like, you forgot your why. Because when I made the switch to go from youth ministry stuff to kind of life application studies, they call it, I realized that I wrote it for people who need of that kind of peace, calm, serenity in their lives. Need a spring of hope from the chaos that it is and was 2020. And when I look at it now, it's like, you've gotten away from that. And I'm not upset that I tried something new. Don't get me wrong, but it also had made me realize, like I said, you forgot your why, and understanding that and looking at it now, it's like I know what I need to do, and I know why I need to do it. So, I am still working on the Parables Retold. I might still change that because I'm still not like too thrilled with it. But this is what I needed to do. No! So, and I got like 4, I think and that was also part of it too, because I've written some big series. Release What You're Not in Control was 6 parts. Who Am I was 6 parts. Behind the Beatitudes, I think, was 8 parts. And I also look at that too, and I'm one that I don't know why. I do know why, but I'm also one that's like I need a full series done before I feel ready to like upload it. And I look at it now like if that's gonna be the case, then I'm doing no more than 4 parts. And the couple I have kind of logged in is 3 to 4 parts. So it's like, so understanding that now, it's like the why is back a little bit. And part of me is still having a hard time getting into the habit of writing, which I think I just need to develop it as a routine, just to, say write every day for 30 minutes or something like that, whatever. That way I'm just doing it and, can develop the routine of it at the same time. And I just haven't got there yet, which is okay. Gosh, I feel like I'm gonna cry talking about it because it's like all these life changes. But at the same time, too, it's like, it's just all good. And I'm very happy. This one has a new band. Yes, this is. I guess it doesn't matter. They're all connected. Dang it, I did it again. So yeah, let's go another. I'll be right back. I gotta go close my door. Sorry about that. I said my family went to my aunt's birthday dinner, and I couldn't because I knew I wasn't going to be back home in time to stream, and I wanted to make sure I still did that. So where was that? Yeah. So, and that's kind of been another cool thing I've been doing the last couple weeks. I think this is the 3rd week. Is I've just at a point where it's like I need to develop a routine to take care of myself better, and I need to figure out what's getting in the way, how do I change it, all that kind of stuff. So my therapist and I have been working very hard to look at everything, and it's like, okay, what's getting in the way here, what's getting in the way there, what is, what isn't. And after I think looking at my morning routine now, I think we're done with that. Um, the only other thing that may be added is um, like an exercise routine, but that I don't even know. That might not even come to fruition. So that I don't know yet. There's a couple other things I need to work on first before I'm ready to get into that. So we'll see. But I've been back meditating every morning. I have been just taking care of myself a whole lot better. 2 weeks ago, if you remember, I had to say, like, I'm not sick, but my body's just kind of going through all these changes, and I think I'm still dealing with part of that. I don't know why I want to break all these boxes. Yeah, it's something else. What? That was a rip. And I'm finally at a point where it's like, yes, I'm getting better again. Even through my depression kind of coming back pretty heavily, I was still able to take care of myself very well, which I was very, very happy with. Like I said, I'm not 100% where I want to be yet, but I'm getting closer each and every day, which is a blessing in a half. Stupid. Now you see why I put this off for a couple weeks. So, and then yeah, talked about it a little bit already. We're doing a trunk or treat this year. The first time I've ever done one. I think at any church I've been a part of. And this is the first year I've coordinated one at the same time too, which is also, like I said, one of the reasons why I kind of was like, I need to make sure I'm doing this right. Not that there's really a wrong way of doing this, but too much like a perfectionist to say otherwise. So, and it's weird that I'm this excited over a Halloween event, considering I'm not one who celebrates Halloween. Like it's one of those cases that just isn't for me, and it's not knocking anybody who likes Halloween or takes part in Halloween festivities. Like you do you. It doesn't bother me enough. But I'm just not one, so it's hard for me to get excited about doing a Halloween thing when I'm not into Halloween myself. But this has been kind of a fun, happy medium kind of type mentality that I've been able to take, and no, I jumped back on it when I didn't realize it. But yeah, putting all this together has been interesting. It's been very interesting. Because, like I said, I'm having fun with it, and I've really learned with this event, which is not something I'm used to too, to take it very simplistic in year one. Normally, it's one of those cases where I think of every kind of scenario. It's like, oh, we could do this, or we could do that, or we could do this. And it's not a bad mindset, but I try to do it all at once, and that's where I get messed up. So to be able to really sit in, like, yeah, we can do this, but let's look at it year 2, or yeah, let's look at it year 3, or something along that narrative. And it's like, I'm down for that. Was able to have other people that I talked to about it kind of buy into that type of thought process as well, which is okay. Like I said, guys, this is why I didn't finish this, because some of these levels are just not the easiest. So yeah, where was I? So yeah, I'm excited for Fall Festival, and it's going to be kind of the first event I think I've been able to coordinate and do in person since COVID. So I think that could also be why my motivation is like really high, because it feels like anything else we've been able to do that's like non-regular meeting-esque. So like the first like public event, that's probably a better way to phrase it. Like a non-Sunday school, non-youth children's program stuff. It's like this is actually, I think, the first event since COVID that I've been able to put together and do. And I think that's also feeding into my motivation a little bit too, which is completely down the phone with. But I think, yeah, I'm just more excited about it than I'm not, and it'll be fun. And it's weird too with stuff I'm working on at the church. It's like I have Christmas child, trunk or treat, volunteering, core, online. So 5 kind of ongoing things I'm working on currently. And some people will probably hear that and think, well, Mark's back at it again. But other people would be like, that's a lot. Don't. I need to just click and stay until the thing falls. So I know a lot of people would probably hear that and it's like, man, you're working a lot. And it's like, yeah, well, yeah. But none of it has been overwhelming. I've been able to kind of keep my barriers up a little bit too, and when I've learned that it got overwhelming, it's like, okay, time to peel back a little bit, figure out what's going on. And like, because one of the things I'm working on right now that I think has fed into a decent bit of it is volunteering, which is, I think, an age-old problem you ask any youth ministry coordinator or children's ministry coordinator, and they would probably tell you it could be the #1 problem. And that's where we're at right now, because that's kind of one of the current barriers to getting our regular programming back, is I need somebody else to run it with me. And I've been meeting with, excuse me, I've been meeting with different members of the church. I met with some of our conference. I met with our children's conference director and be like, so yeah, this is kind of what I've learned. What do you think I should do? It's been kind of eye-opening at the same time too. We kind of walked through what our one of the our education chair and I talked, and kind of going through everything. It was like, well, we kind of walked away thinking like, what do we do? Because, it's an age-old problem. We're an older congregation, which is completely understandable. A lot of people don't feel like they're qualified to, so it's like, how can we find someone? There's a couple different routes. I'm not going to go into all that too. That's getting more logistics. Place to talk about it right now. But trying to figure out what it means do that in is kind of difficult. And how do I do this? No! Arg. If I don't get this done, I'm looking at a walkthrough. I don't care. I just don't. I don't care. So, because I've spent probably half hour now on this stage specifically. So that's been hard to deal with, especially when you run into that kind of finality mindset of like there's really nobody, because part of the thing that we look for kind of qualification wise is like somebody who can be there consistently, somebody who is willing to dedicate the time and the energy, somebody who can meet them where they are, all that kind of stuff. And we looked at it and it's like there's people that fit different parts of it, but we really do need somebody that can be there weekly, same face. We talked about a rotational model, and we tried that before, and it wasn't gelling as well as I had hoped it would. So we kind of looked at it at the same time too. It's like we gotta find somebody that can be there weekly. And then just looking at our active congregation, it's like, what do we have? And we looked and thought, and we looked at it, it's like, we don't really have anybody. And that's not to say we don't have anybody that can help. We have tons of dedicated volunteers that are willing to help in times of need, but nobody that kind of fits the description of what we're in need of. And that's where we're really running into the issue. I did it finally! If I screw this up, I will cry. Oh, finally! Oh, I'm just so glad we're here finally. So there's a couple different alternatives that I've been thinking about. Kind of sought some counsel over with trusted individuals that I like in the congregation in the church, and got a couple of different ideas. So I'm excited to see kind of what it means, because I really think it could take us to a place that we haven't been to yet, but in a place that has very good trajectory, which is very Okay, so I just forgot. So yeah, that's been one of the fun things I've been thinking about, and then also trying to really figure out, what I want to do for online ministry. Because while we're close, and I can definitely say that with a lot of confidence. We're close. Like I said, the one roadblock kind of keeping us from meeting in person again, help. Which, like I said, that's being worked on. So I feel confident at the same time. But I still want to maintain an online presence. And trying to figure out what is the best content to produce. That creates a kind of fun, engaging atmosphere that was, and that's really kind of the foundation where. Really kind of is the foundation of what Minecraft Meditations is. People like Minecraft. I want to teach the Bible. Get the best of both worlds. But it's true. And I've kind of been able to, redevelop how I did it and be able to take some stuff I've learned in the development process. We're not telling you I have to clean every inch of this up. That's just one of those cases. There's no. There's just no. Involved getting to that guy up there. I just have to remember how to do it. I think I remember now. And I'm still having a hard time kind of, figuring all that out. And again, I am a one-man crew, and we are all experiencing kind of just the digital ministry burnout, which is, in my opinion, one of those things you can look at and feel it like, feel it kind of like expected. Because like I said, for us, and meeting in person, it's been 19-ish months. 19 months, 19 months, just over 19 months, October 11th. Because March 11th, 2020 was our last regular, normalized in-person meeting day. We've met a couple times since, but nowhere close to the same. So yeah, and then, oops, and I haven't yet, and I did a little bit, but I didn't dive into it fully. But I need to kind of look into like what other youth ministries are doing and figure it out, and then I need to really learn and for some reason get over um, this incessant fear of like involving the youth in the process, because I don't know why. I do know why. I know at least part of it, and I'm pretty confident I would know it in full. Why I have such a hard time with it, and it's involving the parents, because obviously it's to me. Oh, come off at the pass. Um, yeah, because I look at it, it's like, I'm not gonna ask the parents if it's okay, because obviously we can't just put children online without parent permission. Um, then it's like, okay, then it's trying to figure out a recording time, how deciding if we want to do it digitally, in person, getting an in-person setup, figuring out the logistics of doing it online, seeing if computers can handle it, we can figure it out. And I look at that from, hey, from a logistical perspective, and it's like, it's a lot. And because I view it as a lot, I'm like, I'd rather not. But I know at the same time too, like involving the youth would be a great, I guess like a great like mechanism to getting their involvement in things, understanding kind of like what they want, and they can take part in doing something that they enjoy. And it's like, it's one of those cases that's like, oh yeah, that makes sense, but it's like there's so much logistics, and I think part of me has this like fear that's something I'm gonna be looking into hopefully very soon. I'm just learning to get over myself. Or not. My gosh. So yeah, there hopefully will be some new stuff coming out as well. I'm working on kind of a shorter, almost like TikTok series that I'm gonna do probably on my TikTok, but it'll be also for like YouTube Shorts, Instagram, Facebook Stories, or I guess now it's like IG Reels. That didn't. And I wanna get like a stock of close to like 10 of those. I just had. I think I've only written like 3, and they're just 1-minute things of looking at different scripture and being like, hey, this is what the Bible says. And I know that'll be fun. I'm excited to kind of. It's been fun to really kind of test the waters with how short I can make a lesson. No, get over. And I use Grammarly to kind of check things over. Doing it. Oh, I thought I Aaron Hansen this. Whew. So it's been kind of fun to kind of test it. Oh, Grammarly has a thing on it that you can see what like the speaking time is. And trying to learn how to formulate something that's a minute long, it's like it's a little tough, but it's been a great kind of creative writing exercise. So it'll be fun when those are done and recorded. Plus, I'm also working on, or I've been doing a series, or Sunday morning series, on worship aids, different ways that, we can incorporate aids, or different helpers to the congregation. That way, it's for children, youth, adults that just might need some help. In maybe doing worship differently, and it's been really fun putting those together because it's using things that almost in essence like I didn't even know was a thing. But the one for the 24th is called, I think it's like the shouting prayer. And it's when you pretty much just, scream all your prayers together. And I'm going to do that out. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to do that out. But I'm gonna do that outside, and it's gonna be new for me because doing something like that is like it's definitely outside of my comfort zone. And it's like it'll be fun at the same time. It'll be real, and that's more of my goals behind it. It's like to make it real, and yeah, I'm giddy for that one just to do it. I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna actually go through it too afterwards and do some editing, do some and all that too before I give it to our worship site. But it'll be fun. It'll be more fun for me at least to see the crowd reaction from it, and just to see what it'll do. Because who knows? But that's been a fun thing to put together, and that's actually one of the things I've wrestled with too in this whole process I was talking about with grudges and all that too. Because I don't feel like I'm creating messages that are for children, like the initial purpose was. And I looked at that too, and I was like, that's not a higher up thing. That's me. I choose how those messages are put together. I may get formatting and different things to follow, but it's like I am in essence the one in charge of my messages. So if I'm not happy with how they are being used and put together, I have nobody to yell at but me. And I'm going to put something, or I'm going to email our conference director and be like, hey, I'm dealing with this right now. How do you think you can help? Or what is something I can do to get better at it? And see what happens, because it's this one. This is nothing short of a pain because it's the throwers. And you have to line yourself up like perfectly. It's a pain in the butt. Nope, see? Nope. And I'm gonna see. Because I've been doing youth ministry now for this is year 8. Yeah, July 2022 will be the start of year 9. Because I started when I turned 18, so that's July 2013. So July 2022 will be 13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yep. So. This guy, I think. You are kidding. Because I think if I go here to this guy, so like my writing style is more tailored for youth, whereas I've only been doing children's ministry now for 3 years. When did I go full time? Yeah, like 3 years, 2018, 2019. And I'm not, even working in children's ministry for that long. I've never really taught like children's Sunday school, children's Wednesday night programming, children's programming. Like I've been youth focused. It's this way. So I need to get you. There. Okay, well that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I'm not familiar enough with it yet, and I haven't been able to like dive into it. And I've done children's Sunday school lessons online, and they're fine, but they still haven't felt like very children's focused. They felt like very like young people focused, which some people would look at me and say, "Well, isn't it the same?" But there's a difference. And yeah, so I need to get better at that. Like I said, I have nobody to. I can't yell at somebody. It's like you're not telling me how to write a children's message. It's like no, I can look at it and decide like, hey, I'm not writing a children's message. I can get better at this. Oh, isn't this a timed thing? Yes. Oh gosh. Sure. 10 go. Okay. Sorry, I have to shut up and focus. I feel like I'm making good time. Problem is more so trying to remember where everybody is and how much I miss them. Who's the last person? Ah, over here. Come on. Nice, I did it. So yeah, so that'll be another thing I'm working on, but I'm trying to decide like how much I want to take on at one point. Like I said, I'm working on a couple different things right now. So I don't want to invest like a lot. I don't want to, no, I shouldn't say I don't want to invest a lot. I don't want to do a lot at one time. I need to watch that. So it'll just be a case of figuring it out. The savior of Pianta Village. You guys are the real MVPs. So yeah, that'll be kind of another thing to do this. But yeah, just life feels better. And I'm working on some other things too that I can't say in my life. But it just feels better, and I feel like a completely different person after last week's stream, which even funny enough, which I shouldn't have, but I did. I unlisted the stream off of YouTube because it's like nobody needed to see that. Like, it was just it felt like crap from beginning to end, and I was not happy with it. But I also look at it at the same time. I was like, yeah, I didn't do anything. Like it wasn't awful. It just wasn't. I wasn't me. In that one, I've kind of explained it to a couple different people. Like the last probably 2 weeks, I've felt like I'm watching myself in third person. Like seeing me go through the motions of the week, and it's like it just hasn't been me. And talking to my therapist about it, we're at a different point now, but it's like, yeah, it hasn't been me. Come here, you little blue dude. Oh, you That was the quickest I swear I've ever gotten him. That's why I stayed so focused because I was like, I'm doing this. It's easy. And yeah, it just last week did not feel like me. It felt like somebody else was streaming at the same time. But I looked at it too, and it's like, meh. So it's still not unlisted. It's still not unlisted. No, I should say it's still unlisted right now. But oh, is this now where Delfino? Yeah, it's flooded. Yeah, we're in the home stretch now, baby. This is it. Wow, we pulled through this. Oh, see now, technically, personally, I'm kicking myself for finishing this unit. Where obviously that's like completely stupid. I think technically too, you could ride one of the boats and it would take you back to the airstrip if you wanted to. I think I was reading that when I thought I was being big-brained and trying to game. Then I learned I was not being big-brained. Come here. Let's go to Corona Mountain. Which, I did look something up, and I cannot remember now. But I looked up, because it's like, it's weird how often Corona was used in Japanese games, I've noticed. Because I think even Zelda has something Corona related. And, dealing with virus. So it's like, why is Corona? What does it mean to the Japanese audience? And I remember looking it. I remember looking it up. Can I remember what it means? No, I think it just means like. I'll look it up in a minute. Really quick. I'm gonna leave you here so that way you guys can listen to things. I'm just gonna go away. And Boo. I'm back. So yeah, I looked up corona, and it means chronic. Whew. It's defined. And sorry, I'm gonna be chewing gum because one of my teeth are hurting. It's defined as crown, like relating to the crown of your head, which for like Corona Mountain, it does make sense. The crown, you think kind of big thing at the head. Corona Mountain, you think the big point, and all this. So I was like, oh, okay. So, but then I looked at coronavirus, which I don't know if people know, but it's not. Corona isn't this new thing. Like a coronavirus has been for a while. I think it started. Is that what I say? If I understood correctly. Because I think the man, the myth, the legend, Hank Green, told me, or said that coronavirus. There's 4 coronavirus strains that cause the kind that can cause the kind of cold. Oh.
Mamma mia.
That's stupid. Oh, do I have to start back from the beginning? But I look at that too and understand. And there was more definitions I wanted to make sure I tell you. It's not just one thing, but I always wonder, like, where do things get their name? Like, I could study etymology and say like things because I love learning where things come from, which is why I think I love philosophy so much. Because philosophy is kind of the study of like how things exist, how things are, and I love philosophy. I mean, I could talk to you about life philosophy until I'm blue in the face. Just because it's fun. It's fun for me at least to talk about it. I don't know if it's fun for anybody else. And if I'm having fun, isn't that all that matters? I've done this completely backwards. I was gonna say I've done this completely backwards, and it's absolutely hilarious to me. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, philosophy. Love philosophy. I always encourage you. I will encourage you. Go study philosophy. Take one philosophy class in your life. I did. Philosophy 101. Stephen Weinberg at the University of Michigan. One of my favorite professors. Just because he was funny, kept it real, and just understood the study of things. I remember I was able to use video games to talk about philosophies. I think I used Soma to talk about like the brain in the vat. The brain in the vat thought experience. Maybe that's a stream idea we do too. I don't care if anybody else would love it. Probably more so just for me, but to just look at different like philosophical thought experiments and just talk about it. So yeah, I actually kind of like that idea. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know if I even like it. I'm bewildered. I just need it. Maybe that's the video idea. It's like, because I've thought about trying to figure out bring back like the sit down talks like I used to. I don't think I've done this since like October. I think October was too last week. Maybe that's what it is. We just sit down and talk about buttons. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm just gonna do it. Like I said, I might be the only one who likes it, but at this point. If it doesn't work out, I can say I
Mamma mia.
did it again. But at this point, I can say I tried it, and if it doesn't get a good response, then oh well. If it does, we found the next smash hit. Sorry, I gotta focus on this. So that's why I'm not talking. Oh, come! Whatever. I haven't thought of a fun thing for the thought experiment series. What do we call it? Word vomit. Which, funny enough, there's a funny story where that comes from. That was one of the original names of my blog was Word Vomit. Because it was a case where I could just, throw words at a screen and see what sticks, and not have to worry about hearing it. And I look at, kind of the mindset behind the idea of, talking about philosophy and all that too. Technically be that. So, I've really wanted to learn kind of how to, I don't want to say do unscripted videos because there's I do them too. But to teach in an unscripted format, which a lot of times I don't feel confident in myself to do that because I don't know if it's more so like imposter syndrome or something. Absolutely. I hate trying to steer this boat.
Mamma mia.
That's on me. I was being impatient. That's on me. Yeah, that might be a fun thing. I mean, it's catching up for people to be like, what? Word? it's less so a video, more so like a podcast. I could get behind that. A lot of potential with that one, I feel. So I'm gonna have to do some thinking. Some thinking about it. Shut up, Mark. You think it's water. In Minecraft physics say flowing water mixed with lava turns into stone. Flowing water mixed with lava turns into sea. That's flowing. Well, I don't know Minecraft. I don't know why. Because I thought a fun video to do is to do like the bad joke off. Really just like finding like the cringiest of all dad jokes and just whoever can pass along. It's kind of like a try not to laugh type thing. Oh my gosh, this is annoying. I think I'm just more frustrated. What's my CPU running at 74% and growing? Is anybody watching this experiencing some lag? What's happening?
Mamma mia.
really need to get a streaming professional their PC. Like, I bought this PC last year for work and stuff. Because what I had more than cutting it, but
Now it feels like it's not cutting it. Grab this. Oh, Lord, guy. Take the Lord. Take the Lord. I feel like fighting the sands. It's easy. I'm trying to do this. Must be repetition, tediousness. And the more I have to do it, the less patient I get. Causes me to die more. More for it. That's the way it is. That's why I love and hate water physics in the Mario game. Because it never worked. Oh. Man, how I wish there's checkpoints. Oh, checkpoint! You disturbed my vacation. Oh, it has been a while.
No.
I'm glad this is where I start. that feels so good. Woo. Mario being Mario, head stuck in the ground. Food.
Mario, was I assist
No. No.
Mario, look.
One final shine. Oh, no keys are here. The guy's on the back just dancing.
Junior, I've got something difficult to tell you about Princess Peach.
I know she's not really my mama. Someday, when I'm bigger,
I'm gonna get that Mario.
I wanna fight that Mario again.
That's my boy, Wilfredson. The royal Koopa is as strong as ever.
Oh, this has
Now,
been another
let's
one of
just
those
rest a
weights that
while.
have been just sitting on top of me forever. And I felt bad too. Because I said I put it off for so long because I never felt like I could do it. Is Flute fixed?
The vacation
Flood!
starts now.
It's back? She's back. That's it. I beat Super Mario Sunshine for the first time ever. And that's true. I've seen other people beat it. I know friends who've beaten it. I have never played it enough to beat it myself. Not that I at least remember. So we're going to say I've never done it, and I did it here. Man, does that feel good. It feels good to have that just done out of my life. I don't have to worry about it all that much anymore. Thank you for sticking with me, I guess, through this. I know it, like I said, it did not happen the way I thought it would. Charles Martin. Kit Harris. Why do I know that name? Either way. I did it. Just another I don't know why I'm getting emotional about this. But see this screen, I have said for a while that they need a Super Mario Sunshine 2. They did Galaxy 2, but they never did a Sunshine 2. And that feels right there like that is the place that it needs to be. Oh, that's dumb. I've never beaten it and gone back into it, so I guess let's see what happens. Dude, what are you looking at? Sure has gotten a light brighter around here. You're darn tootin'. Yeah, there's supposedly a boat, if I understood it right, that will take you out to
Oh, were you that guy? Is it you? The Shine Gate? I just want to see. I thought it was a boat. Maybe I can swim out here. Nope, there's a boat. Ah, I'm just so thankful that it's done. Off the to-do list, we can move on to bigger and better things. Starting tomorrow with Link's Awakening. Sorry. Which I'm going to just be upfront, honest, and outright about it, and say, with playing that, I will be using a walkthrough. I'm going to use it only in times where I need it. Yeah, she's okay. I don't know where is the princess? After all this, where is she? Scientists report that shine spiders, which had all but vanished in recent days, are rapidly returning to their traditional gathering spot, the Shine Gate. Related news, the haze which has covered Isle Delfino is thinning and the sunlight is recovering its former strength. Is there another thing in Corona Mountain? Nope. Okay. I'm going to go and figure out why my computer is running so aggressively. So, hang out with me for a little bit. We're gonna do something else because I have this energy that I'm ready to kind of dispel. As soon as I shut my switch off, it dropped to 25%. Alrighty then. Well, one of the things that I wanted to show you, sorry, I thought I saw some lag, is my newest episode of Minecraft Meditation, just because I am so gosh dang proud of it. And that is just nothing but 1,000% honesty. I am just proud. It is still not the best. I'm not gonna say that it's 1,000% perfect, but it is furthering my vision from what I wanted it to be, or to what I wanted it. Whatever. It's what it's what I want it to be. So let's just talk.
It's been a while. Minecraft Mark is back.
There is something about putting that together with like Minecraft Mark is back. I mean, just having a rock intro and just gaining that energy to be like, yeah, we're back.
We are back starting Minecraft Meditations. Once again, you will see Minecraft Meditation every week till the
Apologize for the mic. You'll hear two different.
around
The audio is
crops.
crap, and I'm not happy
So
with
the
it,
last
but
half
it'll
you'll
fix
test
for
pretty
November's.
much. Every week you are going to see a
Oh no,
story that
this
is
I use this mic.
on something the prophets talked about. We're gonna kind of give a scenario. Then the real life.
You're gonna
Mark
see
is
this
gonna pop
stupid
in
grin on my face.
afterwards and kind of explain some of the answers, maybe the thought processes. However you want to talk about it. This is
And
a
I
new
will
season, a brand new way of doing it. I am so thankful you're along.
I will say too, before we get any further, I did not realize until after recording that the video, this part is gonna be really stuttery. I know why. I just have to fix it, and again, a lot of this will be fixed for November's
On
meditations.
for the ride. And the reason you don't see the actual village behind me is because, well, I've done a little work in the meantime. A lot of what you see back here is kind of some revamps of some of the older builds, as well as kind of understanding some of the newer builds at the same time, too.
Which, let me say, I'm pointing to it on my Streamlabs like you all can see it. The white pillar here is the staircase that goes up. I can't tell you how proud of that I am, just because it is so simplistic, but so just, what's the word? So simplistic, but also so unique that it just fits.
Too. So as you can tell, the content house has been redone. We have a bunch of different things. Even that building over there, which is technically my house, has been redone. But for this build,
Yeah, for some reason I didn't want to call it my house because I changed it for another area. But no, the study won't be
between
fixed.
The lecture hall.
I recorded and edited the rest of this month, and yeah, no, the studying won't be fixed. Thankfully, I don't do a whole lot of moving around in the other two, but yeah, no, they
in
don't get
Dorcas's
fixed.
house. If you remember that from season 1, you're a true OG. So we're in a little bit of a garden area. And today we're going to talk about a scenario that you might be dealing with right now. Today's lesson is called No Church. So hear the situation as I walk around the garden a little bit. You've decided to go on a church strike. You've been going to church since you were a kid and have heard the same Bible stories taught.
It was so
Sunday
hard
school year
to
in,
tell this
year
story
out.
and
You know
walk
them so well
in
that
a
you
cohesive
could even
fashion
teach
at the
them
same
if you
time.
would let you.
I'm thinking
You
now,
sit
and I
there
have a new
confused
idea for it
as to why
for November.
your parents still go to church and hear the same stories. You would think they know them by now. Are they as bored as I am? You can just stay home and listen to Christian music and read the Bible, right? That would be enough. So what should I do? What should you do? So to the list on the side of me here, we have 3 possible scenarios. The first possibility, you can make a list of suggestions how Sunday school can be more entertaining. The second
I don't
possibility
remember.
is that
Oh.
you promise your parents you'll take
I
the
remember
garbage
why.
out for a year if you don't have to go to church anymore. Or the third possibility is that you realize you can still learn a lot
I had to
from
suppress the
church,
burp.
other Christians, and from those Bible stories you know so well. So what do you do? Well, today's scripture comes from Isaiah 27, verse 11, and it says this, and now it'll probably make a little bit more sense why we're in the garden. The vines will become dry.
Yeah, it was hard to think of a
Branches will break
mental
off.
thing with this.
Women will use them for firewood. The people refuse to understand, so God, their maker, will not comfort them or be kind to them. So what do you do? What do you do?
Plant
after
myself
learning
on the
all that?
bench.
Well, real life Mark has the answer for you. Mark, take it away.
So what's the answer? I did not realize the audio was this bad until after I've recorded, until I was getting ready to edit all these, which this was like 3 or 4 days before I did everything else. And changing how I record was kind of a pain, but so I'm green screen. I brought the green screen I used to use for streaming to my office. I use the same kind of camera setup like I would when recording in the church. The one thing I realized and didn't catch on until afterwards, because I didn't think it would make that much of a difference, was Um, I left my air conditioner running while I was recording, and that's the
Well,
hum you hear in the background. I did everything in my power to equalize, to remove, to noise cancel, to do everything, and it just didn't work out. So bear with me this first 3 weeks. I'm calling it a learning process. Next month's good soup.
I recommend that you still should go to church. Church can be boring as a kid or teenager. I've been there.
This is another reason why I want to learn how to do more unscripted stuff, because I'm reading from a script here, and that's not good to talk to you guys about it.
There's coffee hours and dinners that you can sit with the older members of the congregation and learn from them and chat with them. The Holy Spirit can move in different ways, and how it interacts with you just may be different, which is okay. Sometimes it's easier to sit at home, listen to Christian music, and read your Bible instead of going to church. It depends on where you are in your relationship with Jesus. But there's a
Which I was listening to myself. I was editing, and I heard that, and I'm like, no. I mean, there's a lot of. I feel like it's such a touchy subject to talk about. There's a lot of people that don't go to a church building for a variety of reasons. And then there's people that I've seen argue that, if you quit going to church because of the people instead of God, you didn't go to church for the right reason. And I look at it as like, it can be a mix of both. And that's why I say too, like,
there's a different atmosphere that being in church offers. Maybe the church where you've grown up is old and boring, but guess what? As an adult, you can go around to different churches and find where the Holy Spirit is pulling you in so you can take place in that community, enjoying the fellowship with others, listen to the worship, church music, hear the powerful message, and get involved in whatever way God has called you to get involved. So go to church, whatever way you can. Go to church. That wraps us up. We'll see you next week for a brand new meditation. As always, stay blessed.
which I forgot to put my fade out that I usually do. So yeah, what I was gonna say was, I know that people don't go to church for a variety of reasons, and that's fine. Whatever you do is you. I can't tell you anything different. But I also look at it from the same sense of like, we have to learn how to gosh, I don't know. I'm confused. Either way, I had my thoughts and it's gone now. So, yeah. But two things we can do, because I thought of it. Well, no, we're gonna run with my gut. Is I want to play another game with you guys because I have the energy to. May not be for long, but I have the energy to. We're gonna play some Pokemon Snap, newest one. And then, like I said, tomorrow we'll jump into Link's Awakening. But yeah, let's play some Pokemon Snap. Because I kind of like that game. And by kind of, I mean I really like that game. So let me change. I guess let me just change this. Pokemon Snap. Oh, new Pokemon Snap. And then I have to change that here. Pokemon Snap. because I don't have the E thing. It'll still say, you know, everything will still say sunshine, but playing Pokemon Snap. We might have to do something really quick. Never mind. If it gets too laggy, we'll go to my plan B. But yeah, I've played this a little bit. I'm not 100% like good at this game, but I really like it. It's kind of very, just very laid back, very chill.
Well, that's definitely where the reading was coming from. Do you see or hear anything?
Nope, don't hear or see anything. Whoa. Whoa! It's an Illuma Bayleaf. Bayleaf? Bayleaf. He's adorable. Or they're adorable.
That Meganium's the Illumina Pokemon! Quick, get its picture!
Got it. He's looking at the camera. Snap his butt. Look at him, he's so happy. He's a happy dude. Look at that close up. That's a really good photo. How happy he is. Or they are. I can never remember which symbol is which. So forgive me if I've been misgendering this Pokemon. He's looking at me.
And off it goes.
That was cute.
The energy reading is gone too. Let's chat when we get back.
Got it, Professor.
That was cute. That wasn't. I know they called him. What did they call it? Magnesium? Magnesium. Magnanium? Something like that? But wasn't that a Bayleaf? We've got a lot to discuss, but first let's get your photos evaluated. I got some 5-star quality. You're at 2 3-stars? Why can't I look at my 3s? Two and two never clicked with me. I like that.
let's see what we've got. Meganium.
A new discovery. Perfect timing.
That's good. I like it.
Oh,
Look at that. You put a new stage in your research. Keep an eye out for changes, no matter how small. Oh, nice. Oh, I got a filter. Cell shaded.
ah,
By the way, now that we've got Illumina Pokemon info, I've got something to report. I'll fill you in once your photos are squared away. I think you'll be pleased to hear this. I want to say, which one was it? There's one I looked at, I was like, oh, it's cute! I think it's this one. I just didn't say this one. There's one where it looked at me, but I wasn't too. Yeah, I'm good. Return to camp. I thought about playing this game, or waiting, like playing this game for a stream, but
You're back!
this has been one that it was kind of a cool layback. Yes, you're back!
Uh-huh.
It was amazing, right? Wasn't it gorgeous? Wasn't it huge? And was it saying something?
Rita.
Easy there, Rita. Take a deep breath. Look who's talking. You were practically dancing, Professor. Moving on. There's no doubt about it that Meganium was an Illumina Pokemon, just like the legends.
Wow.
Remind me what the legends say about Illumina Pokemon again, Professor? Didn't they supposedly save Lentil from a huge disaster a long time ago or something?
Mm-hmm.
So the story goes, yes.
Also,
Illumina Pokemon were also said to have distinctive patterns and to glow with unusual light. Sounds like our new friend.
right?
Yes, to the letter. I'm convinced the events in those legends really did happen. And discovering the true history of this region could be the key that opens up all our research. Hang on. Wasn't there one more important thing you were going to mention, Professor? That's alright. It's pretty late. Let's pick up the conversation from here tomorrow. Aye, aye. And it's tomorrow. Good morning. Did you manage to get some sleep? Now, as Rita already told you,
Here's the thing.
I've been preparing to launch an ecological survey spanning the entire Lentil region. And no sooner had you arrived than we suddenly found an Illumina Pokemon.
Huh?
You think there's a connection, Professor? I can't be sure yet, but fascinating things are bound to happen if you come with us.
Really?
Really? Well, you know. Maybe.
Jeez.
For a scientist, you sure can be vague sometimes, Professor.
But
Still, I think it's a good idea. It'll be way more fun with you along.
Right?
Well, there you have it. Ready to officially join our research team? Yeah, let's do it.
Excellent. Well then, let's make it official. With a team badge.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yep.
It's like you were born to wear it.
all right.
Well, what are we waiting for? Adventure awaits. Not to rain on your parade, Rita, but I need to get a couple more things ready first. Aw, come on!
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit longer, alright? I promise it'll be worth
Right.
the wait. I'll explain next time you're headed out to do some research.
I've officially joined the Lental Region research team. Nice. I don't check the lab all that much.
Here.
This is a professor's lab.
Oh?
Not that it's your first time here, of course. This is where the professor does his research and works on mechanical stuff. In fact, he pretty much lives
All
here.
right.
Anyway, let me give you a quick rundown of what you can do here.
Excuse me.
That server over there is where we store our research work. There are a few things you can do with all that data.
First.
First, you can check your photo decks. That's the encyclopedic, forget the voice, record you're building with the photos you're taking. Isn't it cool getting to put together your very own photo decks?
Then.
Next, there's Your Space. That's where you can see your personal photo album and adventure
By
milestones.
the way.
Your album is for photos you want to keep but not put in the photo decks. You can edit your album photos in some cool ways too. Am I forgetting about anything? Professor! Was there anything else I was supposed to mention?
Also,
Did you cover what we can do on the internet? Oh yeah, that was it. If you use the online internet feature, you can see photos from players all around the world. If you really like a photo, you can tell the photographer, nice job, by giving the photo a little digital medal. They're called sweet medals. Give all you want. People love getting them. That's right. You can also see other photographers' rankings in each score category.
Okay.
Alright, I think that's everything. I'm sure you'll figure it out all
All right.
quick. Don't be shy. Try everything out. Gotcha. Okay. I guess you guys can see all the cool photos. Bookmark. Oh, that's right. I can put filters. Oh, yes. That has to be the one. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not about all that stuff. But I got a Meganium, a Combi, Hoot, Pinsir, a Pidgeot, Torterra. I'm surprised this got 3 stars, considering it's not the best. Murkrow, Caterpie. This one I liked it from the Bukalant. Scorbunny, I tried. The Comfy, I think, was more so. I think with this one, it was how close I got. Yeah. The Tailo. I always, for some reason, I love this picture. It is like the perfect, like, hey, I'm here. The Bidoof, Pichu, Grookey, Florges. I love this one. I wish this one got 4 stars, but I understand. Same time too. This one I'm surprised I didn't get more. Guess it wasn't closing. But still, man, it was close. I felt so happy about it at the same time. But I understand it. As well. Well, I guess if you want, you can go look at it online. But let's do a research. Let's go out and do some research. I should say.
all right.
Now that you're a full-fledged team member, I have something for you that'll come in handy. An apple. It's your lunch. As for the explanation, would you do the honors, Rita?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
But is it just me, or have you been getting me to do a lot more of the work lately, Professor? Oh well, time to explain, like the great assistant
So
I am.
this is
This is a fluff fruit. They grow here in the Lentil region. They're sweet and tasty, and they make a great snack for Pokemon. They may look just like regular apples, like I thought, but they're way lighter and softer. You'll probably make a Pokemon stay if you toss them one of these. Let's get you some practice. Okay. Tutorials are based on default button layouts. It's fine because I'm using my
You can
Joy-Con
throw a
remote.
fluff fruit by pressing the B button. Give it a try.
Third by pressing B. Give it a try. Achoo. Pikachu's happy. There, see? It came to get a bite. Who doesn't love a little snack?
You can move the
It's true.
pointer around to aim
Move
your
around
It's
to
the
aim
same
your
as
throw.
aiming
It's the
your
same as aiming your camera.
Just move
Got
the
it.
left stick to aim.
Move
then
left
press
stick to
Give
aim.
it
and
another
maybe
try.
throw. Oh, look at him. Oh, that's adorable.
Take a few more practice throws. If you want to throw farther, aim a little bit higher. Some Pokemon might not be interested. Maybe they're more cautious and hungry. Alright, that should be enough. Don't forget what I told you, okay?
Got it.
Right?
Pretty easy, right? I think that should be all you need to know. So I guess we just wait until the professor gives us the green light to move on. Oh, I've got an idea. You should try testing out the fluff fruit and taking some more photos in the meantime. The professor says there are all kinds of ways to use it.
Hello.
Finished explaining, I see. Thanks, Rita. I've got one more thing to tell you about for now. I thought it would be handy to have a quick way to share what we see and learn in the field.
Now then.
Are you two familiar with Lendtalk?
Oh?
It rings a bell, I think. It's a communication tool folks here in Lentil use. Rita, let's say you notice something exciting in the field. You can send a photo and a description over Lendtalk. And I can use it to send things I notice on the monitor too. That sounds super
By the
fun.
way,
Look for Lentalk messages in the top right of the screen, at the research camp, and elsewhere. They ought to help. Top right. Oh, that's cool. Have you seen which Pokemon is scorching these fruits? I'd like to try and catch it. Okay. Wonder what it looks like when a Torterra yawns. Sometimes Florges seems to gather natural powers from its surrounding. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do.
hello.
Probably this one. I think I can do most of everything. In this one, I believe.
Look at this.
Ricky, come back. What do you think? Oh, look at him! Oh, I didn't even realize! I didn't even realize he had sticks in his mouth. If I paid attention, I would have taken a picture of that. Oh, that's adorable. sorry, Bidoof. Oh, look at him! He's a hungry fella. Couple wormholes. Adorable. So gorgeous on her.
It's time. Nice work.
Got the blueprint. Well, we got a couple. Excuse me. Got a couple good ones.
How was it?
I'm happy with them. How'd your research go? I can't wait to see what you found out anything new. I don't think I got any new Pokemon. I feel like the gorgeous ones. I guess. I want to, because I'm not happy about it.
All right. Nice work.
Oh. Oh, I had a single star.
A new discovery. Nice work.
Yeah, good stuff. That was new. Forgot about that.
Great timing.
The other four just in my head was a 3-star. Yeah, too bad. Just switch out the camera. Where are we at? 9:45 fish. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Yeah, I guess I've lost the excitement I had earlier, but I think I'm just more so tired. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I will be back tomorrow with Link's Awakening. And then we'll kind of see how we feel after that. But we will get back to regular streaming, I'm hoping kind of shortly. So, in the meantime, thank you all for watching, and as always, stay blessed, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.